In the previous video, we knew that we are losing our forests at a very high rate. Even laws are not able to protect the forests because laws are made only to be broken. Laws are made on the paper to be broken on the ground. That's why we are not able to protect our forests, and this is leading to the destruction of our forests and to the destruction of our earth. We also knew about population growth. See, human population growth rate is very fast, and this is creating burden on the resources of the earth. See what a great burden of population the earth is bearing. She is groaning under this burden. She is sure to be crushed under the burden if the present population growth continues at the same rate. In this video, we will know about the bad impact of the overpopulation on the quality of human life. We will also know how we can control overpopulation. We will also try to know how we can save our earth by adopting holistic view towards her. Let us start. The rich get richer and the poor beget children, which condemns means forces them to remain poor. See, this is the greatest drawback of overpopulation, because a poor family remains always poor because it is poor. See, the rich get richer, the rich people become richer, and the poor beget means reproduce children, which condemns, which forces them to remain poor, because more children means more mouths to eat. More children doesn't mean more workers. More children does not mean more workers, merely more people without work. See, more children does not mean more workers, because people think that by reproducing more children they will be able to get more workers, but this is not true. But actually they get more persons that are burden on them. See, more children does not mean more workers, merely means only more people without work. And this is extra burden on the earning people. It is not suggested that human beings be treated like cattle and compulsorily sterilized. Sterilized means made infertile. See, it is not suggested that human beings should be treated like cattle and compulsorily sterilized, compulsorily made infertile, compulsorily made incapable of reproducing children. But there is no alternative to voluntary family planning without introducing an element of coercion. Coercion is force. Actually, the writer is suggesting that human beings must not be treated like cattle that are sterilized, but there is no alternative to voluntary family planning without introducing an element of coercion. Coercion is force. Actually, the writer is suggesting that people should be willing to adopt family planning to control their families without any force. The choice is really between control of population and perpetuation of poverty. See, the choice is really between control of population and perpetuation means permanency of poverty. It depends on the choice of people whether they want to control population or they want continuous poverty. It depends on them. It is their choice. The population of India is estimated to be 920 million today, more than the entire populations of Africa and South America put together. See, the population of India is greater than the total population of Africa and South America. See, the population of India is estimated, is calculated to be 920 million today. More than, that is more than the entire populations of Africa and South America put together. No one familiar with the conditions in India would doubt that the hope of the people would die in their hungry hutments unless population control is given topmost priority. See, no one familiar with the conditions in India would doubt that the hope of the people would die in their hungry hutments. Hut means huts. Unless population control is given topmost priority. See, many people in India are living in their huts. They are hungry. They have hopes, but their hopes will never be fulfilled if population control is not given topmost priority. Without population control, the people living in their huts can't fulfill their hopes. Their hopes will die in their hungry huts. For the first time in human history, we see a transcending means exceeding too much concern. For the first time in human history, we see a transcending means exceeding too much concern. The survival not just of the people but of the planet. For the first time in human history, we see a great concern not for the survival of the people but for the survival of the planet. We have started to take a holistic view of the very basis of our existence, means of our life. We started to take a holistic view of the very basis of our existence, of our life. The environmental problem does not necessarily signal our demise. Demise means death. It is our passport for the future. See, the environmental problem does not necessarily signal our demise, our death. There is the environmental problem. It does not mean that we are going to die, but it is our passport for the future. The emerging New World Vision has ushered in the era of responsibility. See, the world vision has changed. It has started taking responsibility of the environment of the earth. See, the emerging is coming up. The coming up new world vision has started in the new era, means age of responsibility. Now the coming up new world vision has started taking responsibility of the environment of this earth. It is a holistic view, an ecological view, seeing the world as an integrated whole rather than a disassociated collection of parts. See, now the world has adopted a holistic view, an ecological view towards the earth. Now the people of the world see the earth as an integrated whole rather than a disassociated collection of parts. Now the people of the world see that each and everything on this earth is connected with one another, and the life of one being depends on the other being. Now they see that the earth is a compact living being and it has its own needs. See the sentence? It is a holistic view, an ecological view, seeing the world as an integrated whole rather than disassociated collection of parts. Now the world does not see the earth as a collection of different parts, but now the world sees the earth as a compact living being. Industry has a most crucial means important role to play in this new era. Era means age of responsibility. Industry has a most important role to play in this age of responsibility. What a transformation would be effected if more businessmen shared the view of the chairman of DuPont, Mr. Edgar S. Bullard, who 5 years ago declared himself to be the company's chief environmental officer. See, most of pollution is caused by industries. That's why it is the greatest duty of industries to control pollution. See, what a transformation would be affected, what a change would be there if more businessmen shared the view of the chairman of DuPont, Mr. Edgar S. Bullard, who 5 years ago declared himself to be the company's chief environmental officer. The writer is saying that there would be a great change if every business person agrees to the view of the chairman of DuPont, Mr. Edgar S. Bullard, who 5 years ago declared himself to be the company's chief environmental officer to control pollution caused by his industry. If every business person does this, then we can solve the problem of pollution. We can control pollution. He said, our continued existence as a leading manufacturer requires that we excel in environmental performance. See, he said that their continued existence as a leading manufacturer required that they must be excellent in environmental performance. They must be excellent in controlling pollution. They must be excellent in protecting the environment of the earth. Of all the statements made by Margaret Thatcher during the years of her prime ministership, none has passed so decisively into the current coin of English usage as her felicitous means well chosen words. See, Margaret Thatcher made many statements during the years of her prime ministership, but none has passed so decisively into the current coin of English usage as her felicitous means well chosen words. See, what are her words? See, no generation has freehold on this earth. She said that no generation has a freehold, free control on this earth. No generation is the owner of this earth. All we have is a life of tenancy with a full repairing lease. See, she said that we are tenants on this earth with the agreement that we have to repair the damages we cause to the earth. In the words of Mr. Lester Brown, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, we have borrowed it from our children. See, this is the last line of the chapter, and this line is very important. See, in the words of Mr. Lester Brown, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, from our ancestors. It means to say that we are not the real owner of this earth, but we have borrowed it from our children. But we have borrowed this earth from our children, and we have to return it to them in the same way as we borrowed it from them. In this way, we have come to the end of the chapter. In this chapter, we have learnt that we can save our earth by adopting a holistic view towards it, and we can save ourselves and other beings on this earth.